Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is...
Beast Wars.
Banana. Beast Wars.
I've added a T to Wars.
To Wars?
Yeah,
Beast
Wars.
Hey, while we were getting this show ready to go, Maggie asked if Read It and Weep was a Disney Channel movie.
Help me out, y'all.
Let us know. I don't think it is, but let us know in the comments. I could be wrong.
I know that's a saying, but I feel like that was a movie.
There's Don't Look Under the Bed.
Yeah.
There's Brink. Let's just, you know what? Let's pause.
Under Wraps.
Let's pause Beast Wars. And let's just name all of the Disney Channel original.
That's not.
Xenon. What more do you need? Am I right? Am I right, fellas? Anyway.
My Date with the President's Daughter.
That is not a Disney Channel original movie.
I love
that is an
about
ABC movie. All right. Will Friedle. All right. He's too
Legend.
good. He was too good for Disney Channel. Okay? My eyes like twitching.
I made you that
you
upset.
Did. You made me, oh my god. There's that and HE double hockey sticks. All right. So you get that right.
He's a legend.
Legendary. Speaking of legendary, welcome to Going Back to Beast Wars. This is our weekly rewatch show podcast, whatever you want to call it. It's not available as a podcast, but it is right here on YouTube, live every Tuesday at 8:30. Welcome, everyone. If you're watching this live, let us know in the chat. Say, what up? I'm part of the live gang. And if you're not live, if you're watching this later, say, what up? Part of the replay tribe, dog. And put in 7 O's and 8 G's. And whoever I see does that gets a point. What is that point used for? Nobody knows. But if you want a point, that's what you gotta do.
I'm late. Eric, you're fine.
No worries. All you missed
worry.
was us talking about Disney Channel original movies. You're fine. So this is Going Back to Beast Wars. Of course, we have entered into the season 2 premiere. Everyone, we are halfway through Beast Wars.
Cheers.
This is insane. Maggie made us some coffee tonight.
It's cookies and cream mocha.
It's pretty good.
It's different. I think it just needs a little bit more oomph.
I'm more of a white chocolate pumpkin guy, but I like it enough.
I put the cookies and cream sauce on top of it with white chocolate.
So let's be honest. I'm going to have this down by the time we finish the first episode.
I know.
Obviously.
And I topped it with cookie crumbles.
It's really good. She's doing great, man. Everybody, remember, if you want us to open that coffee shop, we got to get 100,000 patrons. So if you want that to happen, be sure to head over there. I was
more or less looking for investors, not, I don't know.
Not patrons? What do you think? What do you think patrons are? Investors. Think about it. Hey, you know what else you need to think about?
What?
Going Back to Beast Wars. Yeah.
I stayed like that the whole entire time.
So, everyone, we are back at it again.
With the Beast War vans.
That's right. Damn, Optimus. Damn, Optimus. No, it needs to be something better. Is there any damn Dinobot? That's a lot better. Damn Dinobot. Back at it again with those white vans. We begin our journey this week with Season 2, Episode 1, aptly named Aftermath. Perfect name for this episode.
Yeah.
This is episode 27 overall. That's right. It finally makes sense why we've been saying what episode overall is. Because in Season 1 it was the same number. But now it's not the same number. That's the thing about that.
Okay.
Original air date was October 26th, 1997. To put that in context, the season 1 finale was on April 1st, 1997. So we're talking almost 10 months between the finale and the premiere. 10 months of kids just being like, Optimus Prime is dead again.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
All the 80s kids are probably up in their face. Yeah. He's always been dead.
Yeah. Now you know what it feels like, fuckers. This is the R-rated episode, everybody. So just get ready for it. Sometimes you gotta get that bleep button ready. What the That's not. All right, moving on. So, this episode, written by the one and only Larry DiTilio
Yeah.
of Bob and Larry fame.
Yeah.
His previous episodes include The Web, Power Surge, The Spark, Spider's Game, Other Voices Part 1, and Other Voices Part 2, as well as Aftermath. So he also wrote the finale. So pretty sure Bob and Larry both wrote the finales.
Yes, I believe so.
Which we'll see, because Bob definitely wrote a couple of these episodes that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
I need to put it on here. I think they were like the co-creators. I think they're like the Algo and Miles Miller.
I think you're right, because I had to look up Bob to see if they named Bob from Reboot after him, but he had nothing to do with Reboots.
Ah, shucks. All right. This was directed by Colin Davies, whose previous episodes include The Spark and Other Voices Part 1. He, of course, also did Aftermath, the episode we're talking about. But before that, he was an offline editor. He edited the episodes Beast Wars Part 1, Power Surge, A Better Mousetrap, The Spark, Call of the Wild, and Other Voices Part 1. So kind of getting to play in the director's chair.
Yeah.
So, last time on Beast Wars. Oh, Megatron! You lose. Yes. And then Optimus blows up, right?
And everybody goes,
and then it says the end, question mark. We're all like, what just happened? Oh my God.
Will they get renewed?
That's the big question.
Will they not? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm tired,
Hey,
so
you know what?
I'm going to push through.
You need to chug that coffee
I wanna
right
chug
now.
it. That's
I
one of our
want you
spelling
to-
words this week.
I want you to. Those what?
That's one of the spelling words this week in my class.
Was chug?
Chug.
Why are they learning? It doesn't
Learn
matter.
how
Let's
to
move on.
spell it. Spell it.
Let's move on. They're kindergartners.
I
Why do they need to
drew-
know the word chug?
I drew a stick person chugging a drink.
Maggie, we're live. I can't edit this out later. All right.
A soda.
At their respective bases, both the Maximals and Predacons react to Optimus Primal's death. The Maximals are in a state of shock, whereas the Predacons laugh, jeer, and generally have a damn good time. However, these moods are short-lived. The destruction of the Planet Buster causes a quantum surge, which very soon hits the planet. And the Axelon, Rattrap, and Cheetor are affected by it in the control room, as is the unconscious body of Tarantulas down below. The surge also severely rocks the Predacon ship, causing Waspinator to fall into the CR pool, while Megatron, Scorponok, and Terrorsaur catch the surge's full effect. Megatron is thrown onto the floor of the base, while Scorponok and Terrorsaur lose control of their hover platforms and collide into each other. The collision causes both of them to fall into the lava pit, where they are terminated.
May you rest in peace, Terrorsaur.
Just so unceremonious. They just fall, and like, I mean, they even like, I didn't look into who the voice actors are. I'm assuming they stuck around as other characters.
Yeah.
But the fact that they had like these Scorponok and Terrorsaur had lines in this episode, I like to imagine that the voice actors only played them, right? And like they called them in to say a couple of lines and then die. Like that's what I like to believe. I doubt that's the actual case though. But yeah, Terrorsaur, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Good riddance to Scorponok.
This one's for you, Terrorsaur. This one's for you. No, we got a whole thing later for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the surge, Waspinator emerges from the CR pool, joyous to have survived. He sees Megatron in the shadows. Waspinator lives! Now I can roll the Predacons! But then he sees Megatron in the shadows, having been upgraded by the surge into a new transmetal body.
Yes.
Look at my metal. Yes.
Look at my sexy body.
It's transmetal.
Okay.
It's like what was that band called? Metallica.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
They're metallic.
Somebody somebody more talented than us and with more time than us needs to take the moment when Transmetal Megatron walks out and put Inner Sandman in it. Like, I don't know, like, what else you need? Do it in the style of a fan cam. I don't give a shit, but somebody needs to do that. All right, and it's not going to be us. So maybe it could be us.
Make a fan cam.
Maybe it could be us
and attach BTS music to it.
And maybe no, the whole thing is that it's Metallica's music. That's the whole thing. That's the whole joke.
To Diamond, they're all shiny. Or I'm shiny.
I'd rather be shiny. All right, let's not give it away because I might actually make that a TikTok. So, in the Maximal base, both Rattrap and Cheetor are startled at each other's new appearance until each realizes the same has happened to himself. Airazor suggests they both try out their new beast modes, which they discover that they have a rat on wheels and a flight for Cheetor. Whoa! Hey, mouse butt, check this out. The kitty can fly. Meow. Yeah. Well, this rat's got wheels, Cheetor, you stupid pussycat. Whoa, Rattrap. It's a shame this new body didn't do anything for that attitude of yours. I'm dead on the inside.
I guess I'm the, leader.
A Cheetor? Yeah. Said that? Wow.
Yeah.
That was a good Cheetor, Maggie.
No, it wasn't.
Whoa. And so, they give them a test only to crash. Tigertron and Airazor go off on the hunt for the spiders who are partially responsible for Optimus Primal's death. That's right. So, of course, at the end of the last episode, Black Widow was still being held captive with the mind of Tarantulas in her body. And the ant,
messed up, man.
The Inferno, he was not dead, but he was offline.
Yeah.
And Tarantulas was dead as well. So that's where all of them are. They're like, oh no, Black Arachne got the hell out of here. And so under Tarantulas' control, Black Arachne begins to leave the Axelon while he insists she brings his body along. Oh, you wench! Like, here we go. I don't got it today. Be careful with my body, you wench! Something like that. There we go. We kind of got it.
Oh, get out of my head!
Yeah. Unbeknownst to them, the eyes of Inferno's severed head glow back online for the royalty. Back upstairs, Rhinox and Dinobot come back online because they were trapped in the webs at the end of the last episode. Yeah. Rhinox orders Rattrap to tell me everything. Dinobot then announces that he should be the leader. But after a stern throttling by Rhinox, he backs down. I'm having a bad day, you piece of slag. Black Arachne and Tarantulas escape the base, only to be intercepted by Tigatron and Airazor, with the latter punching Black Arachne for a second time. However, help for the She-Sprider is on the way. Megatron is never above kicking somebody while they're down, so he brings a full Predacon assault in the form of Waspinator to join the Tarantulas-possessed Black Arachne. Yeah, I guess at this point it is just Megatron and Waspinator. Yeah. That's all he's got right now.
Yeah, that's all he's got.
And he's still like, fuck it, I'm doing it, you know? Yeah. He's like, whatever.
I'm taking him down. Optimus isn't there.
Me and Waspinator, we got this. We got it, don't we, Waspinator? Doubtful. Waspinator doesn't want to be slag again.
I'm really shiny from my bath.
Kiss my buzzer. Outside. Where am I at? There we go. I lost it, but I'm back now. So he brings a full Predacon assault to join the Tarantulas-possessed Black Arachne and assault on the Axelon. Airazor and Tigatron are blasted offline by Megatron. The alert sounds inside the Axelon, so Rhinox sends the two new Transmetals outside while he and Dinobot try to set up the defenses. However, Inferno emerges into the room and immediately blasts Rhinox backwards using a missile, which prompts Dinobot into a physical brawl with the Predacon. For the royalty!
Shut up!
Outside, Tarantulas forces Black Arachne to retreat against her and Megatron's wishes, Waspinator battles Cheetor, much surprised that Catmuck can fly. After a bit of beating, Waspinator retreats. Following some more shooting, Megatron transforms into vehicle mode and charges at Rattrap, who transforms into beast mode and uses his tail to trip the Predacon. Megatron is not out of the fight yet, however, and he blasts Cheetor off the cliff. Cheetor transforms to flight mode to escape, but crashes into Rattrap. Megatron prepares to end the new bots. Yes. Inferno and Dinobot are still locked in combat when Rhinox grabs Inferno and throws him out the base lift. He then challenges Megatron with one of the chain guns of Doom. Megatron realizes, with only a broken Inferno in his army, that he is no match for the Maximals, and calls a retreat. Yes. We'll be back to fight another day. Yes. Elsewhere, under one of the Planet Busters' generated storms, 2 stasis pods are shown lying in a barren area. Their DNA scanners malfunctioning. To be continued.
Man.
That was episode 1.
Exciting stuff. The fact that Megatron just is going all out for it.
I mean, that's Megatron, right?
I know.
That's right, Eric. For the royalty.
He's with the royalty.
That's right. My queen! We need to get him. Do you think we need to get Inferno? It's kind of growing on me.
I like him.
I mean, like, he's
most
no
of my favorite
Waspinator.
characters are evil.
Well, they're fun though, because they get, the Maximals have to be like pure,
good.
Yeah, and like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we have some fun with them. Some of them look really cool.
Yeah,
like the bad guys, blondes have more fun. You know what I mean? Speaking of having more fun, you'll have a lot more fun with this word from our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by patreon.com/hopefullyawesome.
That's right. At the $5 tier, you can have access to every episode we make ad-free and have your name listed in the credits of every video. At $10, you'll be able to get access to our all-new exclusive shows right here on patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Those include Hopefully Weekly, a weekly show where Maggie and I catch up on all the things that's happened over the past week, both in our life and in the world around us. Family Game Night, a weekly show where Maggie and I will play a variety of board games, from Blockbuster Party Game all the way to Fast and the Furious Heist Game, whatever that is.
Highway Heist.
The Hopefully Awesome movie commentary that we'll do once a month, where Maggie and I will watch one of our favorite films and then record us talking about it over it. Kind of like a mix between Mystery Science Theater 3000 and, just us goofing off and talking about nothing related to the film. And lastly, Matt plus Maggie. This is our monthly show where Maggie and I talk about our relationship. I don't think we'll be giving any advice, but hey, tune in, it'll be fun. And if you want to go above and beyond at the $25 level, not only do you get everything that we've just talked about, but you also get a verbal shout out as our Patreon producer of the entire month. All this and more.
So sign up at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome today.
And we're back. Thank you for that word, Matt and Maggie. We will be sure and do those things. So, I'm going to take another sip of coffee.
Eric's got something. He says this Megatron is actually one of the most competent in all incarnations. I think
that's a good point.
Planning, cunning, and winning at the end of season 1.
It's true. This Megatron, honestly, is my favorite Megatron. I was pretty bummed. Eric will know what I'm talking about, but I gotta be a little vague for you. I was hoping that in the first Transformers Michael Bay movie, that his beast, or well, not beast mode, but that his
Transformer mode.
Yeah. That it would look a lot like Megatron. By the end of the series, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Maybe Megatron looks a little bit different before we end the whole thing. Just saying. And that's what I was really hoping for, because like they really didn't show it in any of the advertising, like what he was gonna look like. Turned out he was just a Transformer, like a Cybertron jet. Essentially, I mean, it is basically Starscream again. Yeah, but I was really hoping for that, and then they didn't do it, and I was like, okay. I mean, because I gotta tell you, Maggie, I think honestly, I'm just gonna say this: Gen 1 people can get mad. I think the beast modes are like the best versions of the Transformers.
No,
like I love them so much.
I like them. I mean, it popped up on like an ad on an app. But all these Transformer toys did. And one of them was Megatron. And I was like, holy crap, it looks amazing. And I'm going to send this to Matt because he's beautiful.
He did look really good.
It's for the war for Cybertron.
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to watching that. I need to bust open our Jurassic Park because that's basically Megatron. I mean, it's the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. So, anyway, next up, we're going to dive into episode 2, Coming of the Fuzors, Part 1.
Oh, crap.
Oh, no! I fucking died! Scorponok's not around for season 2. Scorponok not renew contract. SAG Awards not recognize Scorponok's offering to this series.
He didn't like you.
Scorponok will be on Surreal World next year.
Surreal life.
All right, so season 2, episode 2, Coming of the Fuzors, part 1, episode 28 overall. Original air date November 2nd, 1997. So we're moving to a weekly, it seems. That every week. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. Original air date, let's see. This was written by Bob Forward.
Bob.
Larry and Bob back at it again. Previous episodes include Beast Wars Part 1, Beast Wars Part 2, Fallen Comrades, The Trigger Part 1, The Trigger Part 2, Call of the Wild, The Low Road, Before the Storm, Other Voices Part 1, Other Voices Part 2, Coming of the Fuzors Part 1, Coming of the Fuzors Part 2. And that list is only going to get longer the more we go in the series.
No. I think we're going to just have to figure out a way to cut it.
Nah. I say, let's give him his props, man. He deserves it. Bob and Larry.
Go, Bob.
Directed by Steve Sachs. This is their first episode, but they have more coming on the way. So, I'm going to take a sip of this Coke.
Eric said, definitely the concept renders from the last night would have been epic. So yeah, I agree, Matt.
Oh yeah. Oh man, gosh, could have been so good. Hopefully, Rise of the Beast goes there. You know what I mean? I'm not saying necessarily Megatron, but like, hopefully they bring on some of this Beast Wars goodness. So, at the Predacon base. Sorry, this meant like started burning my gums. I'm like, that's not
not normal.
Yeah, I probably need to go to this. At the Predacon base, the ship's sensors detect 2 stasis pods that have landed in Delta Quadrant. Desperate for troops, Megatron and Inferno move out to secure them. Waspinator notices that there's only one moon now. Waspinator knows where we are. And flies back into the base. Dinobot, looking from afar, also notices the planet's single satellite.
Moon.
Okay. Sneaking into the base, Dinobot corners Waspinator, who is looking at the golden discs. Grabbed by the thorax, Waspinator points out that there's only one moon now, and Dinobot explains the significance. They are on Earth, and the discs can foretell the future. In a surprising show of ambition, Waspinator offers to...
Bob. Go Mets. Sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Waspinator offers to join forces with the Dinobot to steal the discs, but Dinobot uses Waspinator to deactivate the shield by throwing him at it, then escapes and shoots the computers. Black Arachnia, hauling the deactivated body of Tarantulas to his lab, makes a half-hearted effort to stop Dinobot. Having been reduced to a crushed cube, Waspinator is forced to drag himself to the restoration chamber. Again, the golden disc coming back up. They can foretell the future. I don't know if this is going to get explained further. I don't really want to look into it because there's some things I don't remember. But I guess like it can tell the future because they're in the past, and so like it's a record.
Yeah,
like it's like Marty McFly in Back to the Future Part 2.
All right, here we go.
He buys the Sports Almanac in 2015, and he's gonna go back and place bets and get rich, right?
Yeah.
Because to the people, when old Biff takes it to 1955 Biff, this can tell the future, right? Even though it's just stats from the future.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if it's like that kind of situation or if it legitimately can tell the future for some reason. I'm assuming it's the prior, but
yeah,
I mean, especially since this now takes place post prehistoric, so like the dinosaurs are already dead.
Yeah,
but like we're still like pre-human, right?
Poor dinosaurs.
And so like the Autobot stuff doesn't happen until the 80s, but they're already on the planet somewhere. Because we saw that in the pilot.
Yeah, they're
in
a
that volcano or something. Yeah. And so I guess like if that was like the documents, like the records of the Great War or whatever. I don't know. They might go into more detail about it, but these gold discs, I tell you, they act like they're this big old thing that matters, and like I feel like it's a lot of stuff we're missing. Yeah, they're even on the card. Look at that. But meanwhile, the Maximals have found another stasis pod. Tigertron and Airraiser are heading out for a more extensive survey to see what other effects the Planet Buster has had on the planet. Rattrap says that they should open up the pod, but there is no spark within. And the protoform is a blank. Rattrap asks what the use of that is, and Rhinox says there isn't a use yet. Elsewhere, the two pods of the Predacons are seeking activate their DNA scanners, but the scanners malfunction. Two Transformers emerge, one a Wolf-Eagle hybrid, the other a Scorpion-Cobra hybrid. Neither recognizes the other. The Scorpion-Cobra speculates that he could beat the Wolf-Eagle and attacks. Sorry, I thought there was more to that. There wasn't.
I can beat up that Wolf-Eagle.
I want to brawl. I'm ready. I got something to sink my teeth into.
Yeah.
Quick Strike. Terrorize. I gotta say, I wasn't the biggest Quick Strike fan back in the day. I really like him. He's so stupid.
It's probably because we know people like that.
It's true. He reminds me of Joe Dirt. That's who Quick Strike reminds me of. He's just the Transformer version of Joe Dirt.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
Right? I mean, he is, thank God today's not hot chili day. Now. Come on. Somebody needs to, here, okay. I know I'm putting out a lot of requests. Somebody's putting out a lot of requests today. All right, I get that. But I need somebody to remake the Joe Dirt trailer with Quick Strike. Oh my God. So the brawl is interrupted by Inferno, who viciously attacks both newcomers. Observing from afar, Megatron alters their command codes to become Predacons before knocking Inferno out of the picture just before the latter can fry his foes. Goodbye, bad cop. Hello, good cop. I'm so sorry for the mistake here with my friend Inferno. He's a bit obnoxious from time to time.
I could take him.
I am the Megatron, the leader of the Predacons, a noble, pure of heart race. Wow, I don't really like all that now. I like to brawl. Well, we can
we
talk.
kind of lean the other way sometimes.
Listen here, you little guy. You want to fuck? Some people up. Not like, I mean, listen, whatever. Teach their own, Megatron.
What are you talking about?
Megatron and Quick Strike want to get down? I mean, whatever.
I'm going panhandling for some gold.
I'll suck you with my fangs, my venom fangs.
Oh yeah, he's got a snake. I forgot.
Yeah, I'll suck on you. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something about snakes, but it's not coming.
Strike.
Yeah, but I was trying to make an innuendo.
I know, and you did it.
But I don't think it worked. I think I just said the word. Anyway. All right. So, just before the latter confronts foes, introducing himself, the Predacon leader shows the hybrid robots that they are Transformers. As the Scorpion Cobra names himself Quick Strike, and the Wolf Eagle names himself Silverbolt. Yes, I feel wise and honorable. My name is Silverbolt.
Screw all that. I can kick your ass right now.
Kick you in the fucking taint, you piece of shit. Oh my goodness.
That's
the mouth
awful.
on you, mister.
Awful language.
I gotta say, I love Silverbolt. I was looking and all I saw was Quick Strike like 1,000 times, and so I was kept trying to say Quick Strike, but no, I love Silverbolt. I keep wanting to say Thunderbolt because Marvel. Yes, golly, Silverbolt. I love Silverbolt.
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 Silver.
Duke Silverbolt.
Oh my god.
Catch your dreams.
There's another request, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Elsewhere, Dinobot considers the two discs. Do they hold the future? Or just what might be the future? A quick look would confirm how he dies, but it could be used once, and Dinobot could not live unless he were master of his own fate. Destroying them would be a coward's act! So he resolves to know the truth, but later. Placing the original disc under a rock, he takes the alien disc back to the Axelon. At the Maximal base, Cheetor is sent to find Dinobot, while Rhinox hooks himself up to some equipment for an unnamed purpose. Cheetor spots the Preds, but is attacked and pursued. Cheetor calls in his predicament to Rattrap, who prepares to wake Rhinox for battle, only for the computer to inform him that any disturbance to Rhinox, or the base...
He'll lose his high score on Beat Saber.
No. God, Maggie... It will separate Rhinox's core consciousness from his body. Dinobot arrives, hiding the disc, and asks what's going on, noting that Sentinel is on full alert. As Rattrap explains the problems, Dinobot, carrying more armament than a small battleship, declares that they must take the fight away from the base. At the Predacon base, Tarantulas' mind is restored to his body, but he has left a psychic link with Black Arachnia. You witch! In an attempt... Yes, I'm imagining this now. And now I'm thinking about this. In an attempt to control her, when Megatron contacts the base, a freshly repaired Waspinator tries to report the earlier events, but Megatron orders them to link up with the others. As Rattrap and Dinobot meet up with Cheetor on a dusty plain, the Predacons double the maximal numbers, prepare to attack. Western style. Howdy, partner. Ding. To be continued. Maggie, how'd you feel about this episode?
Sorry. I chugged down that coffee.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to think. I really liked how Waspinator and Dinobot just had that exchange.
Yeah.
About the discs.
Yeah.
Waspinator's like, you know what this means.
You know what this means? Yes. I will be the ruler of my own domain. This is like the first time not the first time, but this is when we really get a Dinobot monologue, which I feel like is, to me, that's just a huge piece of his character.
Yeah.
Like, and I know we kind of got some of that when, I think it was episode Victory, when the Predacons are all dead.
Yeah.
And he talks about like Tarantulas and stuff, like he's mourning his old companions. Like, we kind of got a little bit of that, but I really feel like him talking about the gold discs. Like, to me, when I think of Dinobot, I think of him being like, very ready to fight, but also he's super thoughtful, I mean, he literally quotes like Shakespeare and stuff,
He does.
But it's great, and that really leads to the underlining of his main goal in life. His main purpose is to be honorable, whether that's to good or to bad is up to interpretation. But the main thing is that when he dies, at the end of his life, that he can look at things and realize that he lived a life with honor. Yeah. He's basically Worf.
Yeah.
He's just a Klingon, but in a good way. I feel like Dinobot's better than Worf. Sorry, Star Trek nerds. I love Star Trek.
I love Star Trek.
All about it. Live large and prosper. I'm joking. I know that's not it. That's why I
Live large and prosper, kings.
What's up? It's me, Jordy.
Hey, Jordy.
Hey, everybody gotta recognize me all of a sudden, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, can I get
That's
2 vodka
LeVar.
tonics?
It's LeVar Burton.
Can I get 2 vodka tonics, please?
LeVar Burton.
Why does everybody gotta recognize me all the time?
LeVar Burton.
Can I get 2 vodka cranberries?
LeVar Burton.
That's a Jimmy
I
Fallon
know.
joke, everybody.
Hey, no.
I did it perfectly. So yeah, of course, I love the introduction of new Transformers. I think that's always fun. It's interesting that they held off. You know, I feel like most kids shows would have just been like, "Here's everything.
Here we go.
Here's
Here's you some
Here's their
new
new
toys."
suits." Like, I really feel like most shows like this would have showed their new bodies, killed off the old ones, brought in the new Fuzors, and brought Optimus back, all in the same 20-minute episode. Like, I feel like that would have been just the normal thing.
Yeah.
So I really love the writers, creators of the show wanted to take the time to actually tell a good story.
Yeah.
And not just cram all this shit in,
Yeah.
you know. So, speaking of cramming shit in, Season 2, Episode 3, Coming of the Fuzors Part 2, Episode 29 overall. Original air date was November 9th, 1997. Excuse me. Written by Bob Forward, of course. We're not going to recap all those.
Go Mets.
Directed by... go Mets.
Go Mets.
Come on, Bob.
Bob.
Hey, Bob, what's Quarty been up to today, huh? You got a verse for us, Bob? Huh? Nah. No. We're all gonna die. Directed by Cal Schumacher. I have no idea. Schumacher. Cal Schumacher. Is that why Dinobot had nipples in this episode?
I don't know. I don't think it's Schumacher.
And Dinobot didn't have nipples.
No, he doesn't. He had 6.
That was a joke. Dinobot, Rattrap, and Cheetor attempt to hold off 6 Predacons some distance from their base to allow Rhinox to complete his mission to travel through the Matrix.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Somebody got an upgrade.
Upgrades. When Megatron orders them to take no survivors, Silverbolt protests, saying they should let the Maximals surrender, only to be struck by the irate Predacon commander. When Silverbolt is perplexed by their resistance, Megatron realizes that they are keeping them from their base. He orders Waspinator and Silverbolt to head to the Axelon. Cheetor takes to the air, and Rattrap converts to vehicle mode, ordering Dinobot to hop on and provide cover fire.
Yes.
I gotta say, my favorite thing is Dinobot riding on top of Rattrap. It happens more.
Not at all how I thought
He would do it?
Yeah.
How did you think he would do it?
I thought it'd be more like a skateboard, snowboard situation, you know?
It's like he stands on Rattrap.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I think it's funnier. If they did not release an RC car of this, somebody fucked up. All right. Hasbro missed out on a golden opportunity. I would pay right now $69.99 for an RC radio controlled Rattrap with Dinobot on top of him. I would buy the crap out of that. Straight
I'm gonna
up.
look it up.
Do it. Tarantulas, however, is using his psychic link to force Black Arachnia to search information on the golden discs. While she searches through the files, she discovers something of importance, but refuses to show Tarantulas. When Tarantulas is rendered unconscious by a boulder, Black Arachnia downloads the information, then destroys the computer, claiming that it was booby-trapped. Booby-trapped.
It was booby-trapped.
Boop, boop. Don't. Tarantulas reaching the Axelon. Silverbolt is shot down by the autoguns and captured by the Maximals. Dinobot prepares to destroy him, but Rattrap and Cheetor prevent him, instead taking him in to repair him. I wasn't paying attention to that. So Silverbolt is shot down. Sorry, like I was reading it,
Wow.
and like I was in my head thinking about like other things. What'd you find? Did you find one?
No. I found
fan art. I'm scared. Is it like bad fan art?
No. It's
Okay.
it's just
Kinda
funny. I'm trying to find the one that I had. It went back. It went away.
All right. Well, you keep doing that.
Oh,
I'll keep talking
I'll
about the
see
show.
this.
Yeah. They decide instead of destroying him that they're going to take him in for repair. Rhinox, who is finished, tells the Maximals they must hold the Predacons off for a little while longer. Did you get it? Oh my god,
They're fist bumping.
I mean, they're the best of buddies. You know, they hate each other.
They hate each other.
But that's anime, baby.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
you gotta love the people that you hate. You know, yeah, there you go. You kind of got it.
But then
Rhinox tells the Maximals they must hold the Predacons off for a little while longer. Inside the Axelon, a charge hits the device Rhinox was connected to, heading to a stasis pod with a blank protoform. Outside, the shields fall under the fire, and Maximals engage to discover that they are out of ammo. The Predacons seriously injure the Maximals. Having waited a long time for their victory, the Predacons approach, prepared to deliver the killing blow. Before they can finish the Maximals off, there is an explosion in the hull of the Axelon. When the smoke clears, the Maximal and Predacons are all shocked to see the cause of the explosion. Optimus Primal. That's just Prime. Ha! Monkey Bot, you're back! Oh, and look at that! You look really sexy. I mean, cool. What? I gotta go.
okay.
I'll be in the basement if anyone needs me. I'm gonna lay some sheetrock. But yeah, it's Optimus Primal. The Predacons attempt to destroy him, but Primal, now with his own transmetal body, causes the Predacons to scatter. Primal takes to the air, dispatching the rest of the Predacons. Megatron attempts to kill Primal, but Silverbolt knocks Megatron off a cliff, defecting to the Maximals. After the battle and some repairs, Primal inquires as to how the new bodies do with absorbing energon. Rhinox remarks that all the energon within the area either detonated or was converted to energon cubes.
Bum bum bum.
So it isn't really a problem right now. They'll have to wait for Tigatron and Airrazor's report for the rest of the planet. In the meantime, Primal remarks that he has to put his house in order, such as get to know the new additions and remove Rattrap's personal effects from his quarters. Oh, Rattrap.
Rattrap, I can't believe you.
Rattrap, what? I was gonna stay in there.
Y'all so pooped everywhere.
What? He wasn't gonna use it. I'm like half Rattrap, half Cheetor.
Yes.
He wasn't gonna use it. He was dead. He was dead, monkey butt. I don't even know who that is. At the Predacon base, Black Arachnia tells Megatron that Dinobot stole the discs and destroyed the computers. Megatron and Tarantulas ask if anything from the backups can be recovered, and when Black Arachnia reveals that it was totally destroyed, Megatron smashes Tarantulas into the wall in rage. Megatron then declares that the Beast Wars have entered a new phase. Yes. While unseen binary code flashes across Black Arachnia's eyes. So, Maggie, I'm going to go ahead and
She
tell
see
you.
the Matrix.
We don't know what she found.
Okay.
Like, while we were watching it didn't really hit me. But while we were watching it, I just assumed it was the data from the gold discs. That's what I assumed. And I think that is part of it. But she did, like, the thing that she specifically freaked out about is an actual thing.
Oh, okay.
So, like, there is, like, kind of keep that in mind. That's kind of a mystery for this season. For the next, like, 12 episodes or whatever. And I mean, they don't talk about it a lot, but they do kind of lay the
Eric said you
groundwork.
made a Fuzor from Cheetor and Rattrap.
Cheat trap.
Cheetrap.
Rat tour. Whoa, I got cheesy blasters.
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff. Hey,
Hostess.
where's the cream filling? I'm a rat and a cat. I want to eat myself. What? I'm going to be in the basement laying sheetrock. Maggie, how'd you feel about this episode? How'd you feel about the return of Optimus Primal?
I thought that I had a feeling. I was like, they can't just kill him off.
I mean, obviously. They learned their lesson.
Yeah, they did.
They're
They
never.
really did.
That's why Optimus Prime always dies in the Michael Bay movies,
Yeah.
but is always alive by the end of it. Like that dude has died on screen.
I am Optimus.
Dude, that dude has died on screen more times than the lead actress in Happy Death Day. Okay, like Optimus dies. That's what he does. All right, might as well call him Uncle Ben because he just dies. That's all he does. That's all he does. Spoiler alert for Spider-Man.
Rest in peace, Uncle Ben.
Oh my god. But yeah. So do you like Optimus's new look? I guess we got a section we're gonna like dive into this, but just off the bat,
I mean, I'm not crazy about it.
I'm with you. I gotta be honest, not a huge fan of it. Like his, I like the surfboard looking thing.
Yeah.
I like that, but that's because I'm a '90s kid, and like Tommy skydiving and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie on the board was like the coolest shit ever, you know?
Yeah.
So anybody doing something like that, I'm in for it, right?
Yeah.
But like his like solid blue like chest and face when he's in like beast mode, not a huge fan of that. And I really don't like the way his face looks. I don't know. I feel like we lost something in translation there.
Yeah.
You know, like especially when you look at original Optimus's, like his face, right? Like it looks very much like Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
You know, like you got those pieces that are very much.
Oh
Optimus
yeah,
Prime.
and I said it looked like he was like cleanly shaven.
Yeah, and like they
Looks
lost
too smooth.
Yeah, they lost a lot of that. But I'm trying to make the robot form look more beastie. They lost like the piece that makes him look like a samurai.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
I
that's
agree.
always there. And like
Yeah.
that little piece that like can cover his mouth.
Mhm.
Like you know, he has lips.
Yeah.
You know, like it's weird. It's weird.
It just looks like somebody that's had a beard for a really long time, and
Yeah.
then they shave it, and you know, like
And you're just like
man, baby, the look.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it reminds me
He
of.
looks like Homer Simpson. Dough. That's just dough. I am Duffman. If Duffman was a transformer, would you buy him?
If Duffman?
If Duffman, like if he transformed into a can of Duff beer.
I don't know.
You know what my favorite transformer is?
What?
Full stop on Beast Wars, everybody. I'm going to tell you right now, my favorite transformer of all time.
What?
All right. In Transformers 2007, Michael Bay. For a split moment, they have the cube. And
Yes.
it like makes things turn on and become Transformers, right? For a split moment, a Mountain Dew machine is turned into a Transformer. Okay, you hit it and you hit the button and the little 20-ounce comes out. It's one of those, and he turns into a Transformer, and like his insides like come out and stuff. And he has this.
Oh yeah.
And he has a cannon that shoots Mountain Dew cans.
Yes.
And it's fantastic. Like, dude's just trying to give out free samples. He doesn't mean to like kill people. You know, he's just like, hey, you want some Mountain Dews?
Sounds like
destroys
when the
people.
robots took over in Futurama and the Slurm machine came to life.
Mm.
But instead of like giving out free samples, like I think you'd say like the motto of Slurm, and the Slurm can would come out and like smack you in the face and knock you out.
But no, I love if that was
Duffatron.
Duffatron. Oh, I like
Duffatron.
that. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Duffman.
Spring or Tron. No, I was gonna try and combine Springfield and Cybertron.
No.
Cyberfield. Nah,
No.
doesn't work. Sorry, Eric, you had it. You nailed it on first pitch, man. But yeah, I hope they may have a toy of the Mountain Dew thing.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't, because that's got to be product placement with Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
So like to repay for that license or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, why would you do that for free for Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah, that is weird.
but I mean, the GM logo is on every car of the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
So maybe they could. Who knows?
Who
knows?
Who knows?
Maggie, you got something on your mind? You seem a little.
I was trying to see if I could add a picture to the Google Slides while I have it open on the computer, but you can't.
Ah, womp 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 womp.
I was going to show that sweet picture of Dinobot Rattrap fist bumping.
We'll put it in the show notes. We're not going to do that. I'm just going to. That's not going to happen. Season 2, episode 4.
Dispensor was that bot's name.
That was the Mountain Dew bot's name?
Yeah.
It was Dispensor? He has a name?
I'm looking him up.
Oh my God. I can't believe he has a name.
I like that name.
That's really good. Oh my God. Do you think they have like a repaint version that does Code Red? That'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he had like multiple arms.
Yeah, because he was shooting out the cans. You got it? Oh my God. Wait.
That's...
Where's him with the can? Yeah. That picture right there. That's the can launcher. So freaking good. Oh my God. I love it. All right, I'm going to dive into this one.
Go.
Written by, this episode, season 2, episode 4, Tangled Web, episode 30 overall. Original air date was November 16th, 1997. Written by Leon Wynn. This is the only episode of Beast Wars that Leon wrote, but they also wrote one episode for the original Transformers, and they will go on to write one episode for Beast Machines. So they kind of have their foot in there. Directed by Craig McEwen, and this is their one and only episode. What you got?
Somebody did make a toy of it.
But it's not like official Hasbro release.
I don't think so. I didn't deep dive anymore.
It's okay.
Because I'm not sure how far that rabbit hole will go. But
I love
it looks
it.
cool because it turns into a truck. A Mountain Dew truck.
No.
That's what it shows. Yeah.
Boo. No, he's a machine. He's the machine.
I know.
The dispense machine. That's why his name is Dispensor.
But he can still dispense the dude.
No, that's just a repaint of Optimus. I don't like that at all. Try harder, internet. All right. So, directed by Craig McEwen. This is their only episode that they direct. Synopsis. As the Predacons busy themselves around their base, Megatron summons Tarantulas and assigns him to work with Black Arachnia and Quickstrike to develop a refueling station at a newly detected store of Energon cubes. Megatron also assigns Waspinator and Inferno to develop a jamming tower to disrupt maximal communications.
We'll get this job.
We will finish and Megatron will be proud. What'd you say?
Just remember what happened with him and Inferno.
What happens? I don't remember.
I remember Waspinator's talking to him through like the video comm. You see him.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
That's like my
just in the
favorite
background.
thing.
You just see the tower tackle.
And like Waspinator's like, we haven't done.
And nobody says anything. No. You just see it like right before the camera goes out. It's so good. I'll tell you, man. Waspinator's the best. This jamming tower actually plays a part for the next, maybe the rest of the series. I don't know, but it does come back. Everything that they do pretty much right now has a reason. Yeah, okay. It's not like season 1 where they were just kind of doing stuff. Everything they do leads to something. As the Predacons gather supplies and equipment for their assigned tasks, Tarantulas throws a transmitter into Quickstrike's collection of equipment with the hope of summoning the Maximals to undermine Megatron's plans. Meanwhile, at the Maximal base, Rhinox is conducting experiments on Optimus Primal's new transmetal form to see if they can learn its limits. Their experiment is interrupted by a short circuit and Cheetor's report of a strange Predacon signal on a Maximal channel. Rattrap and Silverbolt are near the signal and sent to investigate. Quickstrike, Black Arachnia, and Tarantulas arrive at the assigned destination, and Tarantulas decides that the site is a perfect location for my new lair. His last one had been destroyed previously. He destroys the transmitter that he had been using to signal the Maximals. Black Arachnia too realizes that the site would be an optimal fortress and mentions it to Tarantulas. He then tells her about his plan to commandeer the site for himself to overthrow Megatron and destroy the Maximals. Then says that she must join him in his scheme because of their psychic link, because she doesn't want to do it. And he's like, well, too bad, wins.
Megatron. She's worried about Megatron.
Now I'm imagining this. Witch.
I'm going to block you out.
He soon then recruits Quickstrike to his cause. Hey, thank you, little lady. I'll be happy to help.
What does he call her? He has his nickname for her.
I have it in here somewhere,
Okay.
but yeah, because he gets a little smitten with the kitten.
Yeah, well, and also she's playing it up too.
So she doesn't have to work, which is great. I mean, that's definitely getting to see that side of her is really good. Losing the Predacon signal, Rattrap and Silverbolt are forced to follow the Predacon scent and soon come across their trail. As he realizes in his CR tank hot tub, Megatron learns, as he relaxes, in his CR hot tub, Megatron learns that Waspinator and Inferno have finished their assignment. That's when we see the best thing ever. When Megatron attempts to contact the other Predacons, though, failing to notice the jamming tower falling on Waspinator, he only gets static and soon realizes...
Was it Inferno's butt or something, like knocked it over, right? Or something like that? Like he just,
So good. So I should make that a GIF.
Yes,
I need to make that a GIF.
You should.
Tarantulas, nope. Where am I at? Waspinator, he only gets static and soon realizes that the arachnids are up to something, yes. Back at Tarantulas' would-be lair, Black Arachnia is determined to end the psychic link that Tarantulas has been using to control her and threatens to blow them all up, blow up all of the energon there. While he initially is willing to let her do it, Tarantula soon learns that their link goes both ways and that he shares her pain, so he agrees to break the link. That's right, everybody. Women can handle more pain than dudes. Just look at this. Black Arachnia, she's like, whatever, man. I can do this all day. I can do it all day. And Tarantula's like, 3 minutes of pain. I can't do it. Fine, you inch.
You wimp.
Yeah. I'll call her now. I think Black Arachnia could easily take Tarantulas.
I wish she would.
Easily. Hands
I wish
down.
she'd, like, rip his head off.
I think she could. Outside the cavern, Rattrap and Silverbolt finally find the Predacons and engage in a battle with them. The fight begins to go to the Maximals' way, but Silverbolt refuses to strike down Black Arachnia because she is female. What?
I just love
just that little thing.
She's female.
He's like, it wouldn't be honorable. Stupid. What do you mean? She's a goddamn pred. Fuck. Are we back on that kids network again? Fine. She's a gosh darn pred. Soon the Maximal realizes that the Predacons are guarding the cave and attempt to get in. Their plans are foiled when the entrance blows up. Rattrap congratulates Silverbolt on the blast, but Silverbolt says, I didn't do it. That sounds more like Agent Smith. The Predacons are forced to retreat back to Megatron, who chastises them for their incompetence. Later, though, it becomes clear that Tarantulas blew up the entrance so that he could return and have the cave for himself.
Good job, Tarantulas.
The end.
Yeah.
Maggie, thoughts?
I really liked seeing Black Arachnia, like you said, just playing up her feminine wiles for once, because we didn't get to see that a whole lot in season 1.
Yeah,
it's because she's on the defense with Tarantulas like all the time.
Yeah.
Or figuring out what he's up to, and she couldn't play him like how she's playing Quicksilver.
Yeah,
or Quick Strike.
Quick Strike. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm fusing the Fuzors.
Both their names do start with Quick, don't they? Or Silverbolt. Quicksilver. That's. I love that I didn't catch it either.
I'm like, wait a second. No, they don't.
And I love Silverbolt's little music that he has. That like he's basically, he reminds me of Superman because he's like just super cheesy.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
one of the reasons I love him. And I mean, he's a dog. Like, come on, he's a dog.
With eagle wings.
With eagle wings. I mean, what more do you need? Think about it. Imagine a dog.
On the wings of a dog.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
That's a sad movie.
That's a movie? What movie is that?
Beaches.
The one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, that's The Beach.
We are 1/3 the way through season 2.
Wow.
Already. Yeah, they're only 13 episodes long.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
At this point, yeah. So we've got, of course, this was the first 4. Next week will be 4 more. And then the week after, we're actually going to do 5.
Okay.
Because it's a 2-part season finale again.
Okay.
And then we only got 3 more weeks after that. Like, we've got 5 more weeks of Beast Wars before we get into Beast Machines.
Woo!
Yeah, it's going to be wild, man. And speaking of counting down, It's time for the
countdown
to Beast. 14 weeks until the Beast rise.
Boop, boop.
This has been the countdown to Beasts. All right.
Beast.
We got some fun updates today. We're actually going to get to use a lot of our segments here, so we'll kind of get moving into this. So let's start off with War. What is it good for?
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
I love that one. Let's see here. What we got from Eric here? You know, I noticed that Venus Terzo doesn't get voice credit in the first episode she's in, but on the later episodes she does. That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
I wonder why. It's probably just somebody screwed up, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, those crafty Canadians, you know, you gotta watch them. They're always up to something, you know. Like one day you're getting Tim Hortons, the next day you're getting something else. What's up?
14 mind blown. That's what Eric put.
Oh, 14 weeks until the Beast rise. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought he meant like there's an extra episode of season 2.
No,
I'm like,
you're good.
huh?
Dude, this next batch, honestly, every batch from here on, we're gonna have some fun.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now. Like, there's some banger episodes. Eric and I was actually talking earlier, on our community post about one particular episode. I forget what it's called.
That's why I can't look at the community post.
That's right. But I think it's Heroes something. I forget. But and obviously Eric will probably let us know in the chat. But we're talking about maybe doing a live watch along for that episode, because it is a banger. It's a really good episode, and that would be not next week's episode, but the week after. So sometime between those two episodes, we will maybe try and do that.
We'll see.
And honestly, I've been thinking about it. Sorry, this is just talking about, you know, the B-sides of stuff. But from where this show is on YouTube, we could probably stream it with our watch along.
Yeah.
Because it's already on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you know, kind of like how we do a trailer reaction, how we have that little window.
Yeah.
We could probably do that. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk.
See.
We'll figure it out. So, War, what is it good for? How has the war progressed so far? The planet survived the Vok attack, but it's clear that the ecosystem didn't make it out unscathed. Notably, the jungle that separated the Axelon from the dark side appeared to have been burnt away with only a few stumps remaining. So you remember that big jungle they hung out on? Yeah, it's gone. The planet's energon has been completely stabilized, making it much easier for the Maximals and Predacons to exist. The planet that they have landed on is actually a prehistoric Earth millions of years before the Great War. While both ships survived the Planet Busters' attacks, the quantum surge severely damaged their structures. The dark side is now more gray than green, and the rear section of the fuselage has collapsed and bent. The Axelon surface now looks very different, or very deteriorated, and the ship is bent, fractured at about the halfway point of the forward fuselage. I do like that you can see actual changes to that. You know, most cartoons just leave it at, you know, at whatever the default is.
Yeah.
But I like that they put in the effort to actually scuff them up some. Both sides have many losses and additions. The Beast Wars have moved into a new era of transmetals and Fuzors, and we have reached the halfway point of the Beast Wars.
Wow.
Think about it.
That's
All
crazy.
right, let's get
It's
into
crazy.
Welcome to the Party, Pal.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah. So this is where we talk about all the new people that have joined us
Okay.
in Beast Wars. So this week we got on the Maximal side Silverbolt, on the Predacon side, Quick Strike, and
Yeehaw!
we also got under other. The remains of a third stasis pod can be seen near the two crashed pods shortly before Silverbolt and Quick Strike emerge. The remains of another robot can be seen, presumably the deceased occupant of the wrecked pod. Presumably, this was the same protoform who we glimpsed at the end of the last episode. Well, the first episode. So, like, remember it like shows them scanning, like one like busted out.
Yeah.
So that's not that was neither of them. So it's the theory is that they got out like still
Yeah.
in protoform mode, and died.
Mm.
Yeah, so rest in peace, King, Queen, whoever it was, for the royalty. Now let's get into upgrades.
Upgrades.
The Matrix. This is the part where we talk about all the things that have been upgraded with the Beast Wars. So we got, of course, Rattrap, Cheetor, and Optimus receive new transmetal forms featuring new weapons and abilities. Cheetor is now capable of flight. Rattrap can move much faster in his beast mode, and Optimus now surfs. Radical!
Yeah,
Whoa.
tubular.
Whoa, Monkeybot! I didn't know you were in the X Games. That's sick, my man.
Oh, well, that's just prime.
Hey, Monkeybot, you want to drink some Capri Suns and rip the Narnar? Hey, Monkeybot, I just got the new
my God.
Switchfoot. You want to listen to the new Switchfoot album?
No, Cheetor. God.
Damn.
I'm going down to the basement.
I'm going to go lay some sheetrock. Megatron and Tarantulas have also received new transmetal forms as well, with Megatron also now being able to fly, and Tarantulas giving faster speeds in his beast mode.
I think it's not fair Waspinator didn't get one.
Waspinator not think it's fair that all other Predacons got new bodies while Waspinator just gets stuck with his own
I
body.
got stuck in the hot tub.
God damn it.
God. Good
All right,
Lord,
hey,
Matt.
let's take things down a notch, because now we're going to remember those who have fallen. That's right, everyone. We lost a lot of good people this week. Of course, we lost Terrorsaur, Scorponok, and that blank that Optimus used. A separate one, not the other one that was with the Fuzors. This is another. And I gotta tell you, Maggie,
Fly free, King. Terrorize.
Terrorsaur, you're the best of us. You're the worst,
of us. Mostly the worst of us.
You made us laugh. You made us cry. I don't know which time is right. I was going to try to keep going.
I was about to say, come
but
on.
I don't know all the words to
Fly-
7 Things I Hate About You.
Fly free, King.
Do it. Just do it.
I'm afraid I'm going to
I mean,
hit something.
he'll break for sure.
I don't want to break
All
him.
right.
I've already popped his arms and his legs a few times. I didn't mean to.
So yeah, Terrorsaur, R.I.P. He was great. Honestly, such a shame that he died. Like, just
The closest thing we had to Starscream, y'all.
and like so unceremonious, you know. Yeah. So now let's get into words of leadership from our friends and the Beast Wars.
Well, that's just prime.
Hey, I thought I had more time. All right. So
God.
episode 27, Dinobot and Rattrap are about to have a fight. Enough! Stand down, Dinobot! By what right are you command me with Optimus gone? I should be... I'm in a bad mood. Understand? Yes.
Yes.
Let's see here. Hey, what's with you two? Is my gearbox hanging out or something? It actually says gestured towards pants area.
Yo, Rattrap, put that away.
Why, you never seen a guy hanging brain before? Episode 28. Sorry.
I'm gonna leave.
Oh my god. Episode 28. Who is this? This is Rattrap. Yeah, what are you looking at? Hey, get your shiny new butt skyward and see if you can find Chopper Face before the Preds do. You mean... You mean fly? Do I mean fly? No, I mean take a submarine. Of course I mean fly. Now get going.
Go get some menthols.
Optimus, how did you do it? And then, okay, this one. Do you want to do this? This is the entire monologue of Dinobot. Or are you afraid it'll
Can I
tear
see
your
it?
voice? This.
to be. Oh gosh, it's gonna take me a minute to get into it. To be, or not to be? That is the question.
No, it's good. You're doing great.
No, you're laughing at me. I suck. These discs. I'm sorry, just so what Eric said. All right. These discs I hold are a record of what will be or only what may. For if the future is indeed immutably foretold, then my demise is only but moments from the confirmation. For I could not live if not the master of my fate. But if the future can be changed, if these discs record merely one path of all of the merit ways the cosmos might confirm. Stop it. Then their power is infinite and yet still limited. For they could be used but once, and in that change be rendered fiction forevermore. I could destroy them. But no, 'twould be a coward's answer. I will know the truth instead. Then it will either be them or me that face oblivion. Till then!
Well done. I'm going to turn that into a TikTok.
Don't.
I'm going to do like the thing where like we show the actual footage under you doing it. Absolutely.
No!
That'd be
Not
great.
too much.
That'd be great. That's what's great about it. It'd be so good. All right, episode 29. Yeah, we would have been here sooner if Dinobot wasn't such a porker.
Oh my god.
Well, that's just Prime. First line of the new Transmetal Optimus Primal. That's the first thing he said. Consider this my resignation from the Predacons, Megatron. Tim Prime.
Yeah.
I know now that my place was always with the Maximals. May I join you? Well, I like your resume. Episode 30. Well then, partner, let's head 'em up and move 'em out. Destruction's better than construction, you get my drift. Maximals, finally, something I can sink my teeth into. All three of those were quick strike, obviously. Obviously. All right, time to get into Traitor. I love that so much. So Traitor in episode 27, Black Arachnia, under the control of Tarantulas, leaves Megatron during battle. Also in episode 29, Black Arachnia lies about the golden disc backups being destroyed.
Yep.
Treacherous arachnids. New inch. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
Now let's get into Transformers references. Part of a bigger universe, you just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
God, I can't wait to watch that. That's going to be so good. Oh my gosh. Here we go. In episode 27, actually, we have quite a few of these. Episode 27, Terrorsaur's death scene resembles that of the Terminator in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, with the hand going down. Yep.
That's great.
As they plunge into the lava, Terrorsaur and Scorponok are glowing with the same transmetallization energy. This was written in as an out in case the writers needed to bring them back. They don't.
They don't. Which I mean,
just to be clear, they do not
I
come
figured
back.
they don't. I mean,
no, they're dead. They're as dead as any dead thing has ever been dead. All right.
okay.
Waspinator was originally intended to die in this episode instead of Terrorsaur.
What?
But due to fan popularity and the fact the writers needed a character for comic relief, he was granted amnesty. This is somewhat reflected in Waspinator's line when he emerges from the CR chamber. Waspinator is alive?
Yeah.
I'm losing my voice, so it's
Let's see. Whoops, about what Yoda.
Waspinator's alive? Yeah, you gotta get super nasally. Nailed it. Episode 28. God. As Rhinox explains about the blank protoform, the Cybertronics label on the stasis pod reads either as dud or Dodd, depending how forgiving you want to be with flipped letters. Probably Dud. Silverbolt's line, I think my name is Silverbolt. Yes, pure, strong, and fast.
And handsome.
Mirrors, he is handsome. He's a handsome boy. Mirrors the first line of the original Silverbolt in the Key to Vector Sigma Part 2. There was another Silverbolt. I'm going to tell you right now, when I put this in the show notes, I had no idea. I thought Silverbolt was an original. I thought, he was just a brand new Transformers character, right? I'm assuming Quick Strike's brand new. But no, there was a Silverbolt before. Looked into it. He was Gen 1. He was a jet. He was part of the Flytrons or something. I don't know. He was a good guy, but he was very scared. He actually had a fear of heights.
Oh my god!
Even though he flew, and so Optimus made him the leader of the flying crew, so that he would worry about his team more than his fear. And apparently it worked, and he was a great leader. And he could combine with the other crew into one giant. Yeah. So I don't know. I honestly, again, I had no idea he even existed. So there may be references to him later on that I just didn't know was a thing.
Eric said, "What? He's a part of Superion."
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I looked it up in the. I get a lot of these notes from Transformers Wiki, and they had like a whole page about it, and like an image of him from the Marvel comics that they did. But yeah, apparently, I don't know. I never really knew a whole lot about Gen 1, but yeah, Silverbolt. It's crazy. As he prepares to leave the base, Cheetor's Maximal logo lights up and fills the screen to act as a scene-wiping transition, vaguely in the style of the Generation 1 cartoon. Dinobot makes his second Hamlet reference when contemplating the Golden Disc. The final scene of the episode is a big old homage to old spaghetti westerns, right down to the music cues, genre conventions, and, of course, the tumbleweed.
Yeah.
I will say.
It was cool.
Yeah. I mean, as eye-rolling as it kind of was, I did love it. And like, especially how it like burns away right when they get ready to shoot.
Yeah.
It's great. Like, I mean, I love that they don't care to be a little out there when they want to be.
Yeah.
Like this show, when they do stuff like that, feels like something I would have made with my friends. And I feel like that's what kind of makes this so good, is that you can tell that they're having a blast making the show also.
Yeah.
Episode 29, Megatron calls Silverbolt a Fuzor, without any prior indication that the term was even a thing or that Megatron even knew of it beforehand. Rattrap has filled Optimus's quarters with his things, despite the latter's warning not to do so in other voices. So remember, Optimus was gonna go up, and he's like, "Hey, if you die, can I have your quarters?" And he's like, "No." And he did it anyway. So the joke pays off like 4 episodes later. While Black Arachnia is searching through Megatron's stuff, a gray model of Starscream's head is in the pile. Though it is too small to be the real thing. Other items in the pile include a model of Supermarine Spitfire, a model helicopter, a number of books, the Holy Grail, 3 identical spiky planets, a model rocket, a pocket watch, and a rubber ducky.
That's interesting.
Yeah. During one of Rhinox's trips through the Matrix, near the end of the episode, the Autobot Matrix of Leadership is seen floating. That's the big thing. You got the touch. You got the power.
Hi, Angie.
You're wondering who I am. Hey, what's up, Mom? Welcome to the show. Let's see here. There were plans. Get this. This one's crazy. There were plans to have Inferno be a reborn version of Megatron. But those plans obviously never came to be. So I guess the body, like they were going to replace Megatron's dinosaur body, I guess, with the ant body. I don't know. I don't know. But obviously that didn't happen. This abandoned plot was hinted when the two flyers crashed into one another and recover only to find their heads on the wrong bodies. So that was a reference to that plot line, which I thought was interesting. And the fact that their heads could control the other bodies, it was weird. But I mean, that's one of those like, Looney Tunes pieces of this show that they like to do.
Like Rhinox farting.
The Low Road, the unsung best episode of the series. Like, it will never be, but it also is. You know what I mean? Let's see here. As of the end of this episode, 4 of the 8 members of Primal's team have spent time as Predacons one way or another. Dinobot was originally a Predacon, but left in the first episode. Rattrap briefly defected in Double Jeopardy as part of an infiltration. Rhinox was forcibly converted and subsequently restored in Dark Designs, and Silverbolt was duped into joining Megatron's side in the previous episode. So, half the team.
Yeah.
And so they've got 8? He said 4 of the 8. Which I guess we're missing Tigertron and Air Razor. Yeah. So that would take us down to 6. And I guess that's probably about right. Since when you had Silverbolt versus Megatron. I mean, you got Megatron, Quick Strike, Waspinator, Black Arachnia, Tarantulas, and Inferno. So I guess that's how they kept it. I'm glad they didn't kill off Tigertron and Air Razor.
Yeah,
that they were just like, y'all just go away for like 15 episodes. That's basically what happens. Let's see here. Episode 30, Tarantulas and Rhinox are both researching the new transmetal forms gained in Aftermath. Likewise, Black Arachnia is still affected by Tarantulas' mental link, a side effect of her attempt to hack into Tarantulas' memories back in Other Voices Part 2. This episode confirms that transmetal transformers have higher energon tolerance than most. When Black Arachnia first cracks the energon cube, only she was affected by its radiation, despite Tarantulas standing no more than 3 feet away. He also recovered faster than Black Arachnia did after the cyberlink was cut off. Think about that. The unstable energon crystals affected by the Planet Buster have been converted into stable energon cubes, a fuel source that originated in the original cartoon. These energon cubes are blue rather than pink, although beyond that they seem largely identical. Grid Arrakis, which is where they were going to set up the thing, is a reference to the planet from Frank Herbert's novel, Dune. Yeah.
Nice.
Dune. Movie I thought I would never give a shit about. And then it turned out to be fantastic. I was like, this is a movie that I should be super in, and I could not want to watch it less. And then I watched it and was like, I was wrong. Fantastic. Dune was fantastic. I don't know if I could go back and watch the other one.
Yeah.
With the dude from Twin Peaks. I don't think I could do it. As good, I mean, as fun as that sounds, I just don't think I could handle it, man. Let's see here. Tarantula says, "Of course you realize this means war," at one point, a phrase commonly used by Bugs Bunny. As he sets up his lair, Tarantula says, "Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home," a reference to the traditional song, Home Sweet Home. There you go.
Home, sweet home.
What's that?
I think it's Guns N' Roses.
Oh. You're in the jungle!
We're gonna die!
Next time. Next time on Beast Wars, everybody, we have 4 episodes we will be watching. Episode 31, Maximal No More. Ooh. Kind of sounds like the title of that one Spider-Man comic book, Spider-Man No More. Yeah. So I wonder if there'll be homages to that.
Somebody takes off their fur and throws it in the trash can.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? Episode 32, Other Visits, Part 1. There are reoccurring titles that happens, specifically when it has to do with aliens.
Okay.
The season 1 finale was Other Voices. Now we have 2 episodes called Other Visits. Keep that in mind. And lastly, episode 34, another banger. And it'll be fun to revisit this because I don't remember much about it, but I know it's got some fun stuff in it. Episode 34, Bad Spark. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. But that's our show, everybody. We made it. Yay. We made it through. This one kind of ran a little bit long. We had a lot to cover with with season 2 kicking off. And honestly, it was just fun chit-chatting with everybody. Like being able to talk in the chat. We definitely, if you're watching this later, definitely come hang out with us. We are here every Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern time talking about Transformers. Once we finish Beast Wars, we'll be talking about Beast Machines. We're doing the whole thing. So definitely come hang out with us as we count down to Rise of the Beasts. We will be back tomorrow night with Going Back to Smallville, our weekly Smallville rewatch podcast where we rewatch the entire series. We are 3 episodes away from the season 2 finale.
3.
So plenty of time to get caught up. Come hang out with us there. And of course, next Monday, we will be back again with the hopefully awesome show. I had to think about it. Again, that's Monday live at 8:30. The plan is to do a review of Creed 3, as well as, of course, talk about all the most recent nerdy news that we love to talk about. But that is it. That is our show. Remember, if you would like to get this show ad-free, you can help support the channel over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get this, as well as many other special goodies, such as our monthly movie commentary, our monthly Q&A session, our weekly bonus shows, the Hopefully Awesome Weekly, and Family Game Night, where we play board games together, which is pretty fun. So
fun.
if you would like to do any of that, feel free to come over there to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. But if you have no bucks to toss our way, a simple like, subscribe, share, all of those things go a long way to help the algorithm gods to share us with other like-minded fun nerds such as yourself. So
Help me get that coffee shop.
that's right, everybody. And I gotta say, since we went live, our metrics have actually increased quite a bit. We are about 300 subscribers away from 1,000, which is crazy that we've gained that much, and about 1,900 watch hours away from 4,000 watch hours. 1,900. Did I say 19,000?
I don't know.
Whatever I said. Anyway, when we hit that point, that's when we hit the monetization possibilities, which is fantastic. That means ads can play and stuff like that. But also at that point, YouTube actually takes you a bit more serious and spreads you out a little bit more. So that's going to be awesome. I'm just saying, I just want to let everybody know, thank you for joining us here. Thank you for being a part of this. We've had a great year bringing Hopefully Awesome back. And I just don't want it to go unsaid. We really appreciate you all hanging out with us and helping us grow our dream of Hopefully Awesome. So that's going to wrap it up for us, everyone. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. And as always, I was trying to make sure I had the button. Thanks for watching. As always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
maximize.
Terrorize!
He's dead now. You can't do that.
Bye.
Terrorize.
Bye, King.